Today we are going to play. Okay, now I think that we have it. We are going to play some Imperiums Age of Alexander, and we can play. This is a new DLC of Imperiums Greek Wars. We can play either Age of Alexander scenario, which is basically the new scenario shipped with the DLC, or, and that's something a bit unusual, you can also play with the new rules the old campaign, which is the ancient Greece. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start ancient Greece, and we will play the campaign map of the vanilla game with the new rules of Imperium's Age of Alexander. I will choose one of the nations on Peloponnese, probably Elis, which is the setup is quite good, at least for dozens of turns at the beginning to evolve and some kind of get ready for what is coming. So let's see if we will be able to survive. I'm not sure. I don't have it unlocked in here. Okay, fair enough. So we don't play Alice. We will play Achaia. That's on the north of Peloponnese. Let's see how it will go. We will basically go with all the rules, with myths and legends, territories, basically everything what is checked by default, and we will leave this turn off, the randomized relations, because this will basically change the whole setup of the game. So let's just start as it is. Hopefully we will have a nice time. I haven't played this campaign for quite a long time, so let's see how it will go. But I hope that we will play at least 2 hours, and we'll see how it goes and how we can move from there. I will also turn on the music maybe a bit more.
Here the shadow of Sparta stretches long and deep. This venerable nation has always felt that the peninsula is its territory. This pushed many other city-states to seek alliance with Athens and Thebes, who welcomed this chance to destabilize Sparta's position. Argolis, once a powerful city itself, lost its authority to Spartan long ago, and now it awaits opportunity for retribution. In contrast, Achaia keeps out of the Hellenic politics. Its only concern to keep its territories on both sides of the Corinthian Gulf. Elis is a small, rich country with a beautiful capital and famous Olympia, where athletes come to compete every 4 years for the olive wreath. It shyly sides with Sparta in hopes of remaining unnoticed. Unlike its two neighbors, landlocked Arcadia and rebelling Messenia, each has an unsettled bill with Sparta, and so they allied with Boeotia and armed themselves with a plan for final revenge. While it may seem life on the Peloponnese is a peaceful stream, underneath the surface, rising tensions bubbles with jealousies and old injustices.
So this was the intro of this part of the map. What I will do, I will also turn on the camera. Let me just turn it on. I hope it will work. Okay, so let's start. So this is our country. This is Achaia. We basically have 2 cities here on the north, basically outside Peloponnese, and then we have 2 cities here, which is the capital and and Aigon, which is a bit in danger already from the beginning. We don't have any conflicts yet basically everyone is in peace except of the nomadic tribes on the north, but it doesn't really matter. The situation is tense, and this will eventually evolve into the war. So we shouldn't waste time. We should check out what we can do. We can build temple, which will be definitely vital, but on the other hand, we shouldn't now spend more resources than we really have to. One thing we should definitely do is to build trading centers in our cities, which will allow us to make more money eventually. And we should start building roads and connect our mines with cities. So let's start with that. Okay, this is our only unit, Peltast, and basically this will decide if we will be able to survive or not. So hopefully we will manage somehow. So I think that this is it for first turn. There is not much we can do, but well, basically we can send some diplomatic offers to the other nations around. But let's wait with that for the next turn. So we are doing pretty well with Sparta. Right now we have some treaties, so that's why we can see their movements. We can also see focus, but they will not really help us because they are too far from us, and we are on our own basically. This is the invention tree. We don't really have any options what to choose. Right now there is only one available. We should definitely go with that, but we shouldn't use the speeder because we need the gold to actually build up the country. Okay, there is the city demand. Our city Nabkatos require trading, but we will do that eventually anyway, and we have still 5 turns. So first things first, what is the most lacking resource? It's so we have plus 3 stones per turn. We have 2.2 iron. We have 1.9 coal, but on the other hand we don't really need coal right now, and gold is 4.7, which is the best the highest surplus we have. So what we will do, we will first build a road to iron mine just to secure more iron. This unit for now, what we can do, that's the new feature in Alexander DLC, we can get him back to reserves. That's something we will basically increase the production of our economy, and but on the other hand, it will take longer to mobilize the unit again. But let's do that. You can see that the size of the city increased. That's because of the soldiers basically get back to fields and to the state economy. So that's it. We are building tradings here. We should build also trading here, but we don't have enough stones and iron. Okay, stones will be ready in the next turn, and iron might be ready also next turn, which is good. We have a lot of food, which shouldn't be wasted. We should definitely trade. So what we will do, we will look for countries which require food. So you can see it's here. So what we will do, we will offer them some food, and we will ask what they can give us in return. We can narrow the trade and ask for particular resources, but on the other hand, if we do that, the ratio what we will get back will not be that favorable for us. So let's first see what the countries can actually offer us, and after that we will decide what we take. So I think that's okay. see. Not all of them will definitely accept, so we can send a couple of trading offers and see what will come back. Fair enough. So let's end the turn now. So there is, I think, 28 factions. All of them are playable, so you can basically choose any of those and try your luck. Some are more difficult, some are easier. One of those which is definitely easier is Sparta, but it doesn't mean that it's something you will win no matter what. Okay, what we can do with these AI turns, we can basically skip those. This is the panel on the top. I will show it next turn. So Achaia does not want to trade food. Achaia gives us in return 2 wood and 1 iron. That sounds very nice. Let's accept that. Focus doesn't want food. Alice definitely wants food. I guess that they are in some kind of food crisis because they offered a lot. I'm pretty sure that they will eventually cancel that, but for now they really want to secure this trade, so let's go with that. And this is the city demand again. They require trading. We will do that very soon. Our army, we basically is non-existent because we just got the only peltas 2 reserves, which means that this is not counted as a unit. So that's why our people are afraid that we are not able to defend ourselves, which is kind of true. But on the other hand, we will go with that for now. And this is the government city-state we have currently. It's because we already have 4 cities, it's getting a bit inefficient, but it's still more efficient than the other governments we can have, which is only despotism right now. You can see the difference, by the way, if we choose the despotism government, you can see that what would be the difference in our resource income. Fair enough. So now what we will do, we will try to build trading. We still don't have enough stones, but we should have enough next turn, or we can build it here because it's a smaller city. The size matters and is basically dependent on the size. The costs are dependent on the size. So we either build it now here in Kaidon or next turn in Naupactos, and well, let's go with the safe way. So what we can do, we can now, there is no state decision which would help us. We should definitely try to secure the peace with the nations around, especially those which might eventually try to declare war. For us it's very important Alice and Arcadia, so let's see what we can offer them for free, just as a gift. Well, there is not much we can actually offer. Let's give them 1 knowledge for 10 turns, and let's see what we can offer to Alice. This is really tricky situation because we don't want to get into war too soon. We have enough gold. That's definitely something we can send them, and let's do that. Let's also 10 turns. Well, let's give them, I don't know, 6 turns. It should be okay. Now Pkatos probably cannot now build trading. No, we have to wait for stones. The trades hasn't started yet because we just accepted their counter offer, so it will start next turn. So let's see what would be the change in the food production. Here you can switch or skip the animation. You can see now skipped. Here we can skip the whole player, and here we can basically skip the whole animation. So that's the way if you are not interested in particular animation or player, or you just want to play straight away, you just can jump over all these. Elites does not want to accept our gift. Wow, that's serious. Regarding the AI animations, we can also go to game setting and narrow down what we see, or filter these per the AI action filter, which basically means that we will see only those actions we are really interested in and in certain distance. So let's go with significant, and let's see only actions. Well, let's go just with significant. We can filter it further if we think that it's too overwhelming. So now we can build trading, and that means that we have trading in all the cities we need, which is the first step to build the economy. The second thing is we need to connect all the mines and queries to cities, which hopefully will be soon done. And we should build also the temple, so the increase of our citizens will be faster. We cannot really do that now, and the reason is that we don't have enough wood. So from now on we will get 4 items per turn because of the trading which has just started. But let's wait at least one more turn to get actually some kind of decent amount of wood to start with. And we still have quite a lot food. We are trading away 10 units. So what we can do, we can now ask for or look for countries which offer stone, which is, for example, Achaia. But we are already trading with them. Okay, I think that this might work. They require knowledge, influence. No, that's not the best choice. Akarnania, also not. Boeotia wants gold. We can trade gold. Also not the best option. Coal, yeah, that sounds good. Well, let's try to offer them 2 coal and ask for 3 stones. Let's see if they accept that, and if they don't, we can try to narrow it down, to lower the demand, the request, to 2. I'm kind of worried about these peltas, Arcadian peltas, because the AI doesn't really move like that for without any reason. So this is something what can be considered dangerous. It might also be just for a psychological effect. That's how the AI is implemented, but even I cannot really know. So it definitely means something. We can see that there is ongoing war between Boeotia and Focus, and Boeotia is in this war definitely having quite an edge because they have hoplites. On the other hand, Focus doesn't have hoplites, and you can see that it plays quite a role in that. Boeotia is one of the leaders of the ancient Greece in that time, so that's also why they are so strong. Yeah, so Sparta accepted. That's definitely good for us, and we build trading. So now Pactos is now happy about our way we govern the country. So Patrai finished trading, and we might finally start thinking about first thing, we should definitely increase the birth rate. We can increase the birth rate on the country level, or we can also increase the birth rate on the city level, but we don't have to do that for now. There is um, not much advantage for now. Next turn we might build finally also the temple, which will make the growth easier. I'm really worried about these guys. What we can do, we might play some chess with Sparta and ask for peace cancellation with Arcadia. It says likelihood of acceptance is almost 0, but let's go and try that. If it makes any difference. Okay, so Sparta just attacked Arcadian cities, so it means that they accepted our offer. Either they accepted our offer, or they simply were asked by someone else, which it might be just luck, or it might be us. Let's see. They will send us back the reply. So this is ongoing conflict. It seems like you can see now here that what Boeotia is doing is that they are trying to cut off this particular unit, the supply lines. The supply line is going through Delphi, and once they conquer the Delphi city, they will cut off the line of that particular peltast. Do you want to accept signing peace treaty from Odrysian Kingdom? Yeah, that's one of the nomadic tribe on the north, so let's go with that. Peace with Arcadia, yeah, that's exactly what I was hoping for. It did say the likelihood is almost 0, but it seems like it wasn't that case. And it really frees up our hands now, because Arcadia will definitely not declare war on us now, because they will have full hands of Spartans. That's definitely good to eventually grow. So let's first build the temple. We definitely want to build a city here. That's the only place where we can build more city, because we cannot build city next to another city, and new cities have to be 3 tiles away from our other cities. So that's only this spot can be used for another city. So what we will do, we will build temple. We will build temple here. This way, we will basically be able to increase the citizens' growth in these 4 cities, including this one, which has not been found yet. Here, what we can do, we will get back here and start building road to the stone quarry. It's all fine. Let's wait one more turn. Or maybe even more, just to be able to build new unit. So Sparta is further attacking Arcadia, and it seems like they will take over the stone quarry, which is not that good for us. We would rather see that they attack the city. Right, they are just attacking Tegea, and hopefully, no, they didn't take it, but they damaged the city. Corinth is just sailing along. Aetolia is still having that peltast over there. So now Boeotia is attacking actually the capital, but it was not successful. But here it seems like it might be successful and they can cut off that peltast. No, they didn't. Okay. They are attacking directly the peltast now with another hoplite. It's quite a good position for defend. Not only they are fortified, but also they are on hill, which is always a good spot to defend. We got some knowledge, city-state message, that's all fine. We are building temple and population is slowly growing, which is all good. We need to wait one more turn. We can build peltast now. I would rather build settler. How much will we need? How much more will we need from settlers basically? So we want here a farm. We want here farm. We want to connect this, and we want to build a town. It's quite a lot actually. I think that we should build one more settler. Okay, we don't have enough citizens. We could build that one settler, but it would disband entirely this unit, and we don't want that. So we need to wait. Let's end the turn for now. Arcadia is still having that peltast along the border. No matter they are attacking the border from the other side, I guess that they will take over the town now. Seems like it. Yes, okay. That's first town conquered on Peloponnese since the beginning of the war, and that's not only news. We just saw that Sparta has attacked Messenia. I think that the reason is that Messenia has declared war on Sparta because they were in alliance with Arcadia, which is all good for us. The more they fight between each other, the more time we have, and eventually we might be able to take bits and pieces ourselves. Calydon wants defense. We have 5 turns. That's all good. Size of army is still a problem, but we don't worry about that for now. So we can build a town here. Let's build road. We definitely want to build town here sooner than Alice builds a town here. That's the only spot. If they build town here, we cannot build it here, and vice versa. So let's see if we can. No, we still cannot build a settler here. Okay, we have the support on 100%, so we cannot do much more. Otherwise, we are doing quite okay regarding the resources. So let's just end turn one more time, and hopefully next turn we will be able to build that settler. One thing I would like to check is the political map, how it actually is with the other countries on the peninsula. So Alice is in peace with all. Arcadia is in war with Sparta and Corinth. Okay. Messenia basically has the same situation. You can see these two hands. It means that they are in defense pact. Sparta is in war with Messenia and Boeotia, but it doesn't really matter, they are too far. Argolis is in peace with everyone, and Corinth is in peace with these guys. Okay. So Sparta and Corinth basically have the same enemies, and Corinth is here, and they have borders somewhere around. What we should do, we might try to ask for some. We cannot yet. Quite soon. Okay, it's too soon. Let's ask for a couple of treaties with Corinth first. And let's try to do the same. Oh, we have almost all the potential treaties, which is good. And with Argolis, we can also do that. So let's go with that. Let's try to improve our relationships with the guys on the peninsula now. The start is quite tense on Peloponnese if you play for as Argolis for as Arcadia. It's not an easy start, so they usually lose. So it seems like Sparta is trying to push on both sides, on the north and on the west. They take over the mine. They are attacking gold mine as well. It's Messenian's gold mine, and I guess that they will. Yeah, they took it over. And this is Corinth, and they are attacking Boeotia. It's all actually good for us. All the things which have happened in last few turns are good for us because we are kind of off radar now. If nothing happens here on the other side of the Gulf, we should be okay. Focus is trying to counterattack the city taken by Boeotia. They did, but the city was destroyed, and Boeotia is attacking the gold mine. They didn't take it over. I guess that they will now with the other peltast. No, they didn't. Fair enough. It's on hill, so it's not that easy to take. Oh, we have just fulfilled one of the objectives, one of the first objectives. It's population, so our cities grow. That's exactly what we are up to. And one unit's building was finished earlier. We have developed a new technology. We have some resource yields, and the new strategic objective Peloponnese has been agreed upon. That's all. That's all great. Trade offer was treaty offer was rejected by Argolis. Fair enough. Treaty changes with Corinth were agreed. That's good because we now will see what is happening over there. So okay, this is Corinth, and we can see partially also Argolis behind the border. Fair enough, it's all fine. Now we should build that settler. We are able to build that settler, that's great. And we soon should be able to build that peltast, which will finally give us some breeding space, and we can take over some of the parts of Arcadia on the north. What we are really up to is this gold mine, which you know, we can trade away for other resources we don't have. We actually are quite good regarding the resources. What we are not good with are the slaves. We have the citizen-slave ratio is 26%, but the ideal ratio would be 40%. So we either need to conquer and enslave some cities, or we trade and ask for slaves in return. So let's see if anyone is offering slaves. Oh yeah, Alice is offering slaves. That's good. So what they want? They want gold. We still will have quite surplus of gold. So let's go with that. And let's ask for two for two. That should be fine. And you have quite an increase of population. That's because of the state grant and the birth rate support, and also that the temple is multiplying the growth in nearby cities. So Sparta's campaign continues. They are trying to take over Iron Mine, and they were not successful. And on the Messenian front, they are trying to attack Messini. They also didn't succeed, but because of this damage already, I'm pretty sure that the next turn they will take it over. Corinth versus Boeotia is also ongoing. And the rest is not really important for us. The good thing, you can see that the filter we just set for AI movements really shows us only those actions which are kind of relevant to us. We can even filter it further, so we won't see anything more than one tile further than our country. So Boeotia is taking over the gold. And it means that Delphi is now besieged, I think. We are back in the invention tree. Let's go with writing school. There are not so many options now. Macedonia is offering us quite some resources, and they are giving the freedom to choose what we will give them in return. But to be honest, from the recommended to offer set, I don't see anything we would really like to give away. We might, well, no, let's keep that. The trades themselves increase or improve the relationship, which means that you should also choose the trading partners according to your foreign policy. We can trade with Macedon, but we don't really care about Macedon. They are too far away for now, so we should choose someone else and improve the relationships in that direction. Achaia is also offering us a lot. Again, we are not really interested in any of those. Acarnania, which is basically a country we have borders with. It's quite a small nation, but, well, we are also a small nation. I think that they have just these two cities. They are offering us extending our relationship and new treaties. We will definitely take that. We want that part of our country to be safe. Alice doesn't want exchange slaves for gold, which is a bit unfortunate, because we are going down with the ratio. So okay, let's build the road. We will definitely need more slaves, so we need to find a partner who is offering slaves and is interested in trading with us. So let's see what Corinth wants. Let's go with 2 slaves per turn, and we can give them free food and 1 gold. I think that it might be quite fair offer for them. And let's see who else. Athens have slaves, and they want coal. Okay, let's go with 1 coal and 1 gold for 2 slaves. It might work. We will wait for 1 turn before we offer another deal. So how it looks with with the settler. It's 3 more turns. I'm a bit worried they will build a town here, but we cannot do much about that. Fair enough. What's this? Oh, it seems like Corinth was quite successful to pursue this city to join Corinth, and they did. And because of Corinth is in peace with Sparta, then this is now Corinth's town, which is fun. Again, Arcadia versus Sparta. This time Arcadia was the active one, and they did damage a bit the hoplite, and they actually in the defense they were able to destroy that hoplite. That's a big achievement for Arcadia. It's a bit unfortunate for us because we want Sparta to push them back, but nevertheless it's still good when they are basically fighting each other. We can maybe skip another. Okay. It's quite okay. Here goes the Boeotia versus Focus battlefront. Focus has fortified on the border, and it seems like it was a good move. And they also fortified in the city. They were able to conquer back. I think that they were... No, they actually... Yeah, they still have Delphi. It wasn't taken over, so... it's quite surprising that Focus is able to hold the front line. Athens actually accepted our offer. That's great, so we will get some slaves, and the same offer to Corinth was rejected. Well, at least we have the Athens slaves. We can sign peace with ancient tribes, so let's go with that, but we don't really care. We should build this defense soon, because if we want, there might be some revolts. Right now we have everything what we wanted to connect, and we will also build, just because of in the future it will be needed, we will build a field here for the newly found town. How it looks like with this is not good. We are quite safe here because of all the conflicts. What we are not safe is these guys. This is Aetolia, and I think that they are in peace with all the players around. They are in war with Thessaly Pherae, which is here, but it's because of the highlands. They are quite safe. The best would be to ask Focus to attack them, but they are not going to do that, that's for sure. But we can try to ask these guys. We can ask Acarnania to declare war on Aetolia. Let's see what they will do. The question is if we should build peltasts on this side of the Gulf or here. I think that we should do it here. Let's build them here, because I don't believe that we will be in peace with them for long. We don't have any more food for trade. We should also slow down the birth rate because the increase is quite high. So let's decrease the whole growth. Arcadia is fighting back, and they are trying to get back that town which was taken by Corinth, and they did so. There is some kind of battle between Messenia's Peltas and the general of Sparta. Sparta fortified on the border with Messenia, but just temporarily, and now they are attacking Messenia again, and they were able to take it. That's the first Messenian city which was taken. Sparta is again fighting for the Arcadian city or town on the border. So there was a garrison unit, and it's now destroyed, but the city is not yet in their hands. Corinth is attacking Acarnania. Okay, Corinth has actually two different parts. The one is on the is on the mainland, and the other is on Peloponnese. It's basically the narrowest part of the Peloponnese. Yeah, Peloponnese of the peninsula. So they are attacking our friends, and it doesn't look good for our friends because they took over their city. What they are trying to do is cut off their supply lines, but I don't think that it will work, and I don't think that they will also accept our... Oh, they did! Aetolia is actually attacking Acarnania, so either Acarnania declared war on them, or Aetolia simply wants to take their own loot out of Acarnania. Well, let's see. But we are back in the conflict between Focus and Boeotia. It's actually looking quite good for Focus now. They are pushing them back. They are pushing back Boeotian hoplites. That might be the reason that Corinth is also now in the conflict with Boeotia. So they are fighting on two fronts, and that might be one of the reasons. Let's see how it goes. We are kind of exception in this, that we are not in war with anyone. Molossian Kingdom wants to give us a lot for 2 gold. Well, let's go with that. Thessalian League wants the city visibility. That's the first, let's say, that's the entry treaty to improve the relationship. Let's do that. Korkira for 2 gold. They want to give us stone, iron, and slaves, which is also good for us. No, so yeah, I can see that Acarnania didn't cancel peace with us. They were simply attacked from the other way. So Athens want to deepen our relationship, which is absolutely fine. We are getting out of food. That's the first thing. And the second thing is we have the first Olympic Games. Olympic Games is kind of a event which is happening every 4 years, and we can participate in the event if we pay the let's say entry fee, which is 5 gold and 5 influence. If we do, we might be able to win the games, and then there is a prize which is quite nice. So let's go that. It's kind of a gamble, but let's give it a try. So first thing is that we need to build a defense. It's quite expensive, but we will have to do that because otherwise we will have some problems in Calydon. The second thing is we should take care of our food. The problem is not only due to not enough slaves, we have this penalty, but also the problem is that we trade a lot. So the question is what we will do. There is also other thing we can do, and what we will do, we will build a field here, here, and here. That's something we will definitely do, but it will not happen this turn. So what we will do, we will basically execute this state decision, distribution of food. It costs us some resources, but on the other hand, it will give us some food. It will increase the happiness, and also some fields are being built. So that actually made the field for us here, and we will do the other on the north and on the east of Patrai. So far so good. I want to check how Alice is doing. Yeah, it's still the same. So the political situation here hasn't changed. And Arcadia, Messenia and Arcadia are still in the Brothers in Arms. Oh, they actually deepened the relationship. Now they are Brothers in Arms. It was initially just Defense Pact. Fair enough. And we cannot still build anything else. So we are waiting for the settler to finish. It will be next turn. We are recruiting here Peltast, which will be in 3 turns, and we are building defense here. All good. Let's go. Alice is building some roads probably, or fields. Sparta is pushing further and trying to take over that mine. I think that they won't be successful because that cavalry was already damaged. But here they are trying to attack the Tigia again, and I'm pretty sure they will take it. They did, yeah. On the other front, Sparta is attacking Settler, which we don't see that battle. And Corinth versus Achaia. We can check out how it goes there. I'm pretty sure that Corinth will be eventually successful in this war because Achaia is one of the smallest faction in this game, and they were not really ready for that conflict. We can also see that Athens has disembarked on Crete, and on Crete there are only basically independent nations or independent cities. So they are trying to colonize that. I don't want to see these conflicts. They are not really important for us. This is Chalkidiki. Acarnania is trying to take over the town back, but they were not able to. And Aetolia is actually attacking them from the other side and attacking the capital Stratos. They didn't succeed, but on the other hand they destroyed defense improvements, so it's the first step. Focus is pushing them back and even attack Iron Mine. They are probably out of iron. That's one of the reasons why they probably did attack that. And they are also attacking Gold Mine. The Gold Mine, which was initially theirs. And they succeed as well. They are really pushing them back for now. Very nice. Boeotia is trying to counterattack, but the hoplite is really damaged already. And he was not able to push them back. And the problem might be that Boeotia is actually also in war with Athens. They have some of their best hoplites on that part of the country, so their forces are really split into several different fronts. We can see some battles. Athens are fighting. Athens also have hoplites. That's a big advantage Athens have. So these two players are really, I would say, big competitors in the game. Okay, Alice is not able to maintain this trade, so let's cancel the trade. We can sign peace with Dardania. Thessaly Pherae wants tribute. Well, they are far away from us. Mysia has won the Olympic Games. They won all that. That's great for them. We invested 5 gold and 5 influence. They also invested the same, but they won all that. And we were unsuccessful. There was also Macedonia, Chalkidiki, Euboea, Achaia, Phrygia and Corinth. Well, next time maybe. So I just wanted to say that, well, basically there is Athens here, and right next to them is Boeotia and Thebes. That's basically their capital, and these two are both quite strong, so the conflict will eventually wipe one of those. For now, I would say that Boeotia will not be able to kind of stand this conflict, because they are pushed back by focus, which is great for Athens. So let's see how it will eventually end. So what we want to do, we want to build field here, and we have the new settler, which is going here, but on the way he might be able to build that field. No, well, let's try to build that town as soon as we can. Patra is already quite big city. We can build Peltas there. I'm just wondering. Yeah. Let's build peltas. So we will have 3 peltas, which is great. One will be on this side of the Gulf, which is for us not useful. It's really for defense purposes. But we might build also boat, which will maintain the transportation between these two sites. It's all fine. Let's see how it goes now. For those who just came, this is Imperiums Greek Wars. We are playing the vanilla campaign, but we play it in the newly released Imperiums Age of Alexander DLC. Basically, what it means is that this vanilla campaign has additional mechanics which are allowed by the DLC. One of those is the military in reserves or units in reserves. What we did with the peltas, it's a new mechanic which basically allows us to demobilize army and that way spare the maintenance costs. So what's new? Let's skip this because that's too far from us. Okay, here is Corinth versus Acarnania. Okay, their only peltas was destroyed. And now it seems like they will just the country will be divided between Acarnania and Aetolia. I guess so. It's definitely not good for us because Aetolia will get stronger. Hopefully they will focus on different direction. Okay, Chalkidiki, we don't really worry about them. Caria, okay, we can skip that too. Acarnania didn't do anything because they basically don't have any armies. Euboea is entering the conflict against Athens. That's interesting. That's very interesting, and it makes it even more complex. I will explain it just once the turn is over. It's really these relationships in the ancient Greece. That's really how it was. Your brother was your enemy in a month, and someone you were relying on was simply stabbed you from the back. So. Athens versus Corinth, okay, let's skip that. So basically Euboea is this, we need to build a defense very soon. Argolis and, this is also important, Argolis and Arcadia signed federation, so let's mark it for later. Adrician Kingdom wants some treaties, that's fine, we just met Celtic tribes, it's a nomadic tribe. And this is one of the quests we can go, we can do. But we don't have right now any emissaries which can look for the treasure. So Euboea is basically this island, or it's a peninsula because it's connected to the mainland, but it's almost like an island. And they don't have any natural enemies because they are island. Of course, they need to be worried about someone else disembarking there. But right now they are more interested in this part of land of Athens because Athens had a gold mine here. And it was already taken by Euboea, which means, let's see what are their relations. So yeah, they are in peace with Boeotia, they are in peace with Phocis, which is also interesting. And they don't really care about the rest, so they basically just want their piece of cake, which is the falling Athens, and it changes the balance of power there. The second important news is this Argolis and Arcadia signed federation. Basically, Argolis is here and Arcadia is here. They are both now in war with, against Sparta, which makes it a bit more difficult for Sparta. And now these three nations, basically Messenia, Arcadia, and Argolis, and Arcadia is basically now member of Argolis Federation, now fight against Sparta. It's getting more and more complicated, so hopefully we will not get lost in that. Let's uncheck this and we can turn this off. So what we will do, first thing is that we will build that town. So that's good that we were able to build it. It will increase our, I would say, influence, or maybe not influence, but position in this part of the land. And we will build another field, just to be sure we will not get into the crisis, food crisis. We should already start thinking about calling back these guys back to the service, because we will eventually probably join Sparta. I mean, it doesn't make sense to go against Sparta because we don't share any borders, and we can go against Elis. That's the other option. Basically, there will be one conflict, Sparta versus these three guys, and there might be other small conflict, us against Elis. That's the only option what we can do to get some land. Not sure which one we should choose, but let's see. Let's wait a bit. Let's wait one more turn, just to see how the conflict evolves. But it's getting a bit complicated. We have enough food. There is quite a decrease in gold, and it's mostly because of, oh yeah, the first problem is that we still have, I know what's the problem. We just built one town which made the city-state government even less efficient for us. Okay. Well, anyway, let's leave it for now. But we will need to somehow take care of that. It's getting quite tense on both in Peloponnese and also in the mainland. And we are kind of outside of that, but I don't think that we will be able to stay away for long. The funny thing is that we were those who started all that, and we didn't attack anyone, but we asked Sparta to attack Arcadia, and they did so, and then the whole house of cards has basically started. Yeah, at least you can see that this settler in 1 or 2 turns might have built it down, and we wouldn't be able to do so ourselves. So Messenia just killed one hoplite, Spartan hoplite. That's again, I don't know. Let's see how it evolves. We should wait a couple of more turns, I think. We should prepare for conflict, but let's not choose side yet. Corinth versus Arcadia. This is pretty clear what's going to happen. I guess that Aetolia will now attack Stratos. And probably either damage it again or maybe even take it, which might mean the end of Achaia in this game. Oh yeah, they are attacking the capital, and I think that this is their last city. They didn't take it over, but the size was decreased, so many people have died there during the defense. And Euboea has just attacked Athens, the capital. And from the other side, Boeotia just finished off that hoplite. That's... what a mess. I mean... And you can see that these attacking units are really damaged across the board. The war is already going for quite a long time. So there is new political change. Boeotia and Messenia signed confederation. Boeotia and Messenia, it's okay. So there are a bit bigger unions are being created, which is also need to be taken into account. I will just explain. We forgot about the defense. Okay, well, what can we do? So, what has happened? Basically, Boeotia, which is Thebes, and Messenia here are now in confederation. I think that Messenia actually is has asked for that because of they know that they were not able to survive on their own, and they chose a stronger partner. But I don't think that they will be able to anyhow help them right now, because they are in quite a tricky situation themselves. So it seems like Messenia was kind of desperate and tried to find a partner, but it didn't really. I don't think that it will anyhow help them. So we have some things to do yet here. We have all the fields, we have all the mines connected, and now the last thing we should do before we expand is we should build a trade the route here and build a town here. That's the only place we can actually build town without expanding. We might improve our new peltast on the other side of the Gulf, but I'm not sure if we will spend any gold. This is a problem with gold. We need to change the government. City states is too inefficient for us now. You can see that the difference when we switch to despotism is in most cases positive. So we probably will do that because there is no other way. So let's switch to despotism. This will change the way we mine some resources, and it will also change some relations. But that's the only thing we can do. You can see that Stratos is damaged. We can even try to influence it and take it over ourselves, but we would need to be really lucky, and that would really not help us anyway. I mean, we would take that city. We could actually influence that. We could influence their capital, which is now damaged and probably will not be able to hold the next turn. No, let's save the money. I think that we will need them. I just need to check if we trade away. Yeah, we trade away gold for these. We don't need any of that, so let's cancel the trade with Molossian Kingdom. And with Corcyra, where we have enough stones and we have enough iron for now. We need some slaves, but right now we have enough already. So let's also cancel this. So we will keep most of the mined gold for ourselves. Let's see how this conflict continues. Okay, we are not really interested in any of these naval battles, and neither colonization of Crete. Argolis, which is basically the Federation now, is pushing back Spartans. That's surprising. I mean, I didn't expect that this will go this direction. And Sparta has just built a new Peltast, and the Peltast is successful and destroyed the Peltast which was pushing back Spartans. There are some conflicts here. We don't worry about them. We also don't worry about Thessaliferae and Celtic tribes. Let's just skip those entirely. Achaia has a boat there. I hope that this doesn't mean anything and they don't want to disembark. So, Boeotia versus Sparta. I'm not sure why Sparta is here. Why they moved. Anyway, Boeotia versus Phokis. Boeotia is trying to take over that iron mine. They did so. And they are trying to get back the Corinthian. I'm not sure how it's actually called. The narrowest part of the Gulf. Boeotia is attacking Phokis and the garrison unit in Delphi without success. There are some fights in Crete. Athens versus Euboea. I guess that Athens really want that gold mine back, but it doesn't look like it will be possible because Athens is really now in mess. Another union. Sparta and Corinth signed a federation. Now it makes sense why Spartans were there. So these two guys, which were already before having same enemies, basically get together and they signed federation, which means that Sparta is now the master. They are just the members of the federation, and Sparta took over the military command. That will be interesting, which makes it a bit more interesting for us as well, because now we share border basically with Sparta. So there is Achaemenid Empire started building great statue Colossus. That's interesting. This is a kind of a great wonder, and it increases the influence production a lot. We will need to build defense, and we still are not in position to have gold. I think that the reason is the administration. Yeah, that's right. So what we have to do? Spoiled slaves consumption yields. We will have the field here, and we will have a new town soon. But we definitely need to trade. We need to execute this state decision. That's first thing, and the second thing is we will need to trade food. We need food. So Boeotia has some food. Athens have food. Phokis have food. Well, what they want? Knowledge. Well, it's not really what we want to offer. Coal. Yeah, coal is good. Let's try to trade with Athens food for coal for 15 turns. That might be enough. And apart from that, we should be fine. Stratos was not conquered yet. That's interesting. And Sparta, by the way, now because of this was the second part of Corinth, is now also here. It's what a change. But the problem, what I see here, is that if we will declare war to Arcadia, which is now in basically in federation with Argolis, we will have quite a strong opponent, because this whole thing is now Argolis. So we might actually go against Elis, because that's the only nation which is standalone, and also I don't see that they would have any defense pacts or brothers in arms, which would make it more easy for us. So what we will do, we will build. We are building here the army, the second Peltast. We will also soon call back this army to service, and we should build boat. We don't have enough gold. Okay, fair enough. We are now having some kind of shortage of gold, but hopefully we will manage. That's the problem of city-states. City-states government is really efficient, and you know, you can really develop fast, but the problem is that once you have more cities, then it's getting really inefficient and you cannot do much about it. So Sparta is attacking Argos settlers. We don't care about that. And they are also attacking Messenia's Peltast. Also not really successful. We don't care about Achaemenid Empire for now. It's too far. We also don't care about Thessaliferae. We can filter all these. Basically, we can see just the movement of our enemies if we want to, but we don't have any enemies, so we wouldn't basically see any of these attacks, and I would like to show these attacks. Okay, Stratos was able to defend and repel that Peltast, which is interesting. So Stratos might be able to survive. Euboea is attacking Athens Hoplite, but they might fight back and destroy the Peltast. Let's see. I'm really curious about Boeotia and how will they be able to, if they will be able to survive. Okay. They are really pushed from many sides. Oof. This city is extremely important in the conflict because when I was playing either as Boeotia or Focus, this city was basically alpha and omega of the whole conflict. Athens is fighting back, and they destroyed the Peltast, Euboean's Peltast, which means that they might be able to conquer back the gold mine. Let's see. Euboea is giving us gift. Not sure if they have some kind of plans with us, but we definitely take it. And we might accept this trade from Focus, but we are not really interested in that. Athens is okay to trade food for coal, and that's a lifesaver for us. We can sign peace with Celtic tribes. We shouldn't forget about this defense. Okay. So Stratos, we can what he can do. This is interesting. Stratos is probably the only left city of Acarnania, and they don't have any units. So if we will be able to influence that city, take it over, we will also get most of the remaining land. So let's try that. Okay, 20%. The moral has dropped in Stratos. Let's try one more influence. 36%, and now no, not yet. Not yet, but if we try to influence it next turn, we should be able to get it. I hope that no one will attack the city, because if someone does, then they will take over the city, because the morale is really low there. What this did, basically, we influence their city, and that has really negative impact on our relation. Indeed, you can see that in the tooltip, inciting unrest through influence. We know that, but we are not really worried about that. They are almost gone, and we just want that to take over that city. So let's see the next turn if we are able to. So we have some gold, that's good. We still don't have enough food. -7, which is really a lot. The problem is that we need to research monarchy, but we don't have enough knowledge. I think that what we will have to do is we will get back to reserves of that unit we just built and wait also here, wait till we have enough food. This way we will not feed the units and they will rather work on fields and fish. So that's the way how we can deal with the shortage of food. We can hire general. That's something we should do. So let's hire general. And let's try to move around. Or we can try to get to Stratos and influence the city with general, but I don't think that we would make it in time. So let's just move around Alice and see what's here. Okay, I don't see any units here, which is good. Fine, we have all we need. So far it looks okay-ish. I mean, the development is going good for us in a way that we are not being threatened from any sides, and the other nations are being weakened by between each other. So Messenia versus Sparta, it seems like this is going to be a draw. There is general being attacked. Sparta is fighting back, and they probably will destroy that Peltas. No. Okay. That's it from Sparta. Odrysian Kingdom is not of any of our interest. Thessaliferae. Odrysian Kingdom, probably nothing. There are some naval battles. So that's the battle for the most important city between Phocis and Boeotia. And it seems like they are going to attack with a fresh hoplite. Oh yeah, okay, so one Peltas was destroyed, there is one more, but he's also really damaged, and they have another hoplite. Okay, wow, that was tough. So it definitely made the odds again better for Boeotia. Athens is trying to get back the gold mine from Euboea, and also iron mine, and that's our turn finally again. Dardan Kingdom and Angel Tribe signed for confederation. Fair enough, it's kind of it makes sense. They are both semi-nomadic tribes in the north. And Persia is breaking apart. Mysia has revoked the confederation, but again, that's too far for us. City visibility, Corkira is fine. 6 gold for all that. Well, we need gold, so sorry. Insufficient. Yeah, this is the problem. We are now having enough food, but the reason why we have enough food is the trading. So if we will somehow lose the trade, or the trade, there will be no trade route, we will be again in shortage. So hopefully we will manage somehow this issue in the next turn. There was, for whatever reason, oh yeah, because of lack of food, there were some riots. Fair enough. We need to repair that. Let's again try to harass here in Alice and see what they are up to. I just want to see. Basically, it is general. As long as you are not with that faction in treaty called Peaceful Passage, then this general is in their land unofficially. It means that he will be killed if we stay there. So I'm just trying to harass around and get back. We can go here and we should be able to get back. Okay. So we see most of the Alice land, and it seems like they don't have any armies. So let's return back behind the borders, and we now have enough food, but it's still we need that we cannot, because of they repaired it. The morale went up again, and we are not able to influence it again. That's bad. So it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth that influence action we did. Anyway, that's simply how it is. We need to build that town here, which will bring us more food, and we need to research monarchy, and we need to research it really as soon as we can. How much is left? We have enough gold for the research. We don't have enough knowledge for that. We are missing 5 knowledge. Yeah, it should be the next turn. So next turn we will start the research of the monarchy technology, which is something we have to do as soon as we can. I think we will also stop the birth rate entirely, or okay, that's okay. Let's end the turn. It is quite tense. I mean, we are not in war with anyone, but even the maintaining of the economy and the growth is not that easy, especially when we are trying to create an army which will secure our borders and eventually also expand them. So hoplite in the danger. Sparta is under the pressure. The good thing is that Alice seems like unarmed. Messenia is trying to get back that Messini city, and they did so. That's interesting. It looks like a stalemate actually. And that's good for us again. Oh, there must be really high casualties on both sides now. Yeah, this Beltas probably will be destroyed now. Oh yeah. Okay. And Sparta is pushing further Acarnania. They were not able to take over that, I think it was Stone Quarry. This is the newly created nomadic union. There are some ongoing conflicts between Macedon and Athens, but that's, for us it's too far away. We don't really worry about what's going on there for now, because we have our own problems, I would say. Okay, Boeotia versus Athens. Athens is really, I would say, in defense, and Boeotia is again pushing focus back. So let's see how it ends up. These fresh hoplites might make a difference on that front for sure. Okay, Athens is trying to conquer back that gold mine. I guess that they will take it. They did, yeah, and they are trying to get back also the coal mine, and they did as well. So it is very equal, I would say. Okay, we need to build a defense. Persia is has deepened the relationship with Lydia, which is one of their satrapies, and we finally can research monarchy. And this is interesting now. This is getting really interesting. So Focus has basically offered us to join in the federation. It makes sense. Basically, focus. Let me change the view. Focus is this guy here. They still have Delphi. They have 3 cities. They have 1 peltast. They have 2 settlers. The problem is that this will bring us to war with Boeotia Confederation, which means also Messenia. Nah, I don't think that we want that. We have our own plan. We have the plan to take over Alice. So let's reject that for now. And change back to the initial view. Okay, Stratos is lost. We will not be able to take it over. It's now repaired, and it seems like the moral is back, or not maybe back, but it's stable. So let's just forget about that plan, at least for now. So we need that food, and we have the food once we build town here. But what we will do, we will first build a field, so it will increase the food production. We are trading the food now, and it will take several turns. So let's prepare everything, and after the trade is over, we should be able to feed ourselves. With the general, what we can do, we can embark a ship and go to Stratos and try to initiate revolt there. It might be worth. I'm tempted actually to do that, because it would be great to take it over. So let's do that. Let's embark boat and then go to Stratos. Apart from that, we are doing quite well. We have surplus of gold, and we also are able to somehow manage the food. So let's end the turn. Again, for those ones which have joined during the stream, this game is called Imperiums Greek Wars, and we are playing this vanilla campaign of the game, but we are playing it with in the mod which is called Imperiums Age of Alexander, which is basically a DLC for this game, which was released 1 week ago. So there are some rules which were not present in the vanilla game. So what's happening here? Okay, Sparta is this is something we don't want. Sparta is taking over slowly Acarnanian mines. We cannot do anything about it, but we would rather take them ourselves. Okay, Dardanian Kingdom, it's not really interesting for us. That's really fair, I know. We are also not interested in actions of Macedonia. So now comes the interesting part. Corcyra, okay, Corcyra, no. Aetolia, just a settler, that's fine. So Boeotia is attacking Focus Capital. There is, as a garrison unit, there is settler which cannot hold for long. And it seems like Boeotia will be able to take Delphi this time. They are attacking directly the city with fresh hoplite, and they are taking it over. Okay, so it seems like it's again getting better for Boeotia. And Athens is trying to push back Boeotia as well from the other side, and it's our turn. Chalcidic and Thessalian League signed federation. That's interesting, but again, let me just show you where it is. So Chalcidic is here, and Thessalian League is somewhere here. So for now, it's not that important. It's interesting to see the small unions which are being created here. There is this Dardan Kingdom Confederation. There is now the Chalcidic Federation. There is the Boeotia Confederation, which basically probably will not last long. Sparta has already a federation, and there is this Argolis Federation. So all of them are just small unions. We forgot that defense again. Okay, well now it doesn't really matter. It's already too late, but it should not happen again. So General Zenodoros will disembark here next turn and try to initiate a revolt there. Let's see if it will work. And now we are finally able to build that town. It's called Heliki, and it's basically the last town we can build on our land without expanding further. So we will now need to expand further, or we will just need to stay as we are, because there is no way how to expand. There is one more thing we should do. We should build a field here, because it's being harvested by Calydon, but we don't have settler, and so we will build settler probably here, and we will do it now. That's pretty much it. I think we need to wait for monarchy. And what we can do, I'm just wondering if we can somehow push Alice a bit. No, let's wait one more turn. Once we are kind of okay with food, then I would call back to service this guy and this guy, and we would go straight away against Alice. Alice has no peltast, which is amazing opportunity for us. We might also do that straight away. We can actually do that straight away if we will be able to sign a trade with a faction which will be able to survive that. We need to be sure. Mysia has trade load 32%, which is a lot, but still. Achaemenid Empire. That's a reliable partner for us. So let's see what they want. They want iron. Well, stone. Stone is good. Let's trade stone. Let's offer them this. 8 for free. If they accept this, then we will go into war. Messenia is attacking Sparta in general. Okay. Once the general is killed, it has a huge impact on the army morale. Messenia is taking over or taking back Stone Quarry. Sparta is trying to get it back again. They have some fresh hoplites over there. And I guess that the hoplites which just got back to the Sparta city will heal now. There are some naval battles in the Gulf. By the way, you can also use a lot of shortcuts, keyboard shortcuts and mouse shortcuts. For example, here, once I right-click, it basically does the same as as this button does. So I'm just skipping over those animations we are not interested in. This is pretty interesting also. Molossian Kingdom is trying to attack Sparta, or more precisely, this is Corinth, which is in Spartan Federation. So they are trying, basically everyone here is trying to do the same. Everyone tries to expand and trying to take advantage of the current political situation or geographical situation. That's what Molossian Kingdom does, and it's not a bad idea from them. So Boeotia is attacking Focus further, and also Athens. It seems like this will be no, they didn't win, but now they will. Ptolemy's army will be destroyed, I guess. Yes, so one Peltas down, Athenian Peltas, and Boeotia is again attacking Focus capital. It will not be successful for now, but they are pushing further. So it's something what will probably happen. I mean, I wouldn't bet on that, because anything can happen. Acarnania is actually trying to deepen the relationship and sign peaceful passage. Well, what that means is that they want the general to be there officially, and it means that they will not, we will not be able to influence it. So that's what we don't want. And Alice tries to make a first step towards a better relation and ask for city visibility, which we don't want to, because we want to attack them, and soon we want to attack them. I just noticed that they are already okay, so they took over this island, Kephallenia, Nisia. Okay, we don't want the treaty. Okay, Achaemenid Empire or Persia just accepted this trade, and they it should last for 15 turns. That's extremely important for now, and we just fulfill another objective. We were able to hold these cities, and that's why this was rewarded. And it means that we will now wake up our units. So we have 3 Peltasts now. We just disembarked the general, which will try to influence Stratos next turn. So now it's getting interesting, and we should have enough food. At least monarchy will be developed in 4 turns. So the trade hopefully will be okay to feed our cities. I would probably ask for another trade. Argolis, Dardanian kingdoms, it's too far. Boeotia, it's not sure business with them. Athens is already trading 6. Okay, it's a bit risky, but let's leave it as it is. Okay. So we are going to war. We will probably declare war already next turn, because one of the ways how to not be seen as an aggressor is to declare war and not start the, I would say, the conquest straight away. It's kind of an honorable way how wars were fight. So this way the relationships will not get worse too much with other factions. So we might. Let's see how the situation is. Sparta is trying to push further Messenians, and they are trying to take over all what's being left from Acarnania. Odrysian Kingdom. Molossians are trying to, yeah, kill the cavalry. They were able to, and now they are trying to destroy that stable. So Spartans will not build any more cavalry units over there. Aetolian is building road network. A never-ending conflict between Phocis and Boeotia. Okay. That's not good for Phocis now. I guess that one of the reasons must be that the army moral of Phocis units towards Boeotian is probably quite low now. That's why we can see these almost destructive battles across the board. And this might be the last Peltast of Phocis Peltast, and it's now being destroyed. And they are attacking directly the capital. This will further decrease the army morale if they take it. They did. So it's almost over. This might eventually also increase the pressure on Athenian front, which is already quite high. There are some naval battles, and we are. That's our turn now. Boeotia and Messenia signed federation. Okay, so this is something what has happened already before, but it was confederation and now it's federation. It basically means that every unit and city now of Messenia is directly controlled by Boeotia. Corcyra is offering us a gift, we gladly take it, and Euboea does the same. Okay, I think that one of the reasons might be that we eventually finally have army. Athens wants peaceful passage, map exchange, sure. And Rhodos is giving us also gift. Oh, this is not good. So it means this means that Arcadia used their influence to take over or pursue our new city Helic to be part of Arcadia. So we lost that city without any war declaration. Okay. We of course can declare war on them and try to get it back, but that would be really tough. Or we can try to do the same and pursue Helic to get back to us. What happens here in Stratos is also not good, because Acarnania was able to build one Peltast, which makes it almost impossible to pursue them to switch sides again. So this was again unsuccessful, and what we will do, we will again embark and get back to Helic and try to pursue them to go back. Nevertheless, next turn we will have 3 Peltasts ready, and we will attack Elis. What we can try is we can ask Argolis to join that, and let's see what they will do. If they will declare war on Alice, then Alice unit will probably first try to fight the border with them, which would make it easier for us to take over gold mine and the capital. The capital is key. Once we take over the capital, then we basically have the army moral to finish them off. So the Spartians versus Argolis is being further pushed. Okay, this is something unexpected. Wow. Wow. So Alice had the unit, had both Peltast unit in the city in the south, and because of they kind of guessed what was happening, they decided to strike first. And they didn't only destroy the Peltast we had over there, but also damaged the city. Wow, that's an interesting development. Okay, let's jump over the unimportant actions of AI. So now we officially joined the whole hell. It's a local conflict for now. We haven't really picked side regarding these conflicts of the powers. Boeotia is attacking Athens directly, the capital. Without luck, because there is the city wall, which is not easy to conquer, so it might take a while. But it's definitely going the direction that Athens will be conquered, and Boeotia will actually be the master of Attica, which is basically the whole region. Rhodos and Euboea, okay, fair enough. Alice has declared war. Yeah, this is it. So, well, that's Argolis does not want to cancel peace with Alice. So we are on our own. We are on our own. Dime town is still being okay to so it hasn't been yet taken over, but we will not be able to get back in time. You could see the message which says that there is the map of a treasure here, but we are not really interested in that. What has happened here? I think that the problem was the yeah, we don't have enough food. Oh, it's not going well actually. We probably should try to influence Heliki back. They have a unit over there. They have a unit. That's what the message was saying. So we will not be able to get it back by influence as long as they have a garrison unit over there. Okay, so first thing is we will call this action slave manumission, because as you can see, the slave ratio is now 33%, And the ideal ratio in despotism is 15 to 35%. 15 is actually the ideal ratio, because more than 15 means that there is a higher consumption of food. So what we will do, we will call that action, which makes the ratio almost ideal. And we definitely need to somehow get more food. Oof. Acarnania is actually having a lot of food. So the guys we wanted to... Yeah, because you see they have the plains or the grassland around. It's just very unsafe, because even though they accept our offer, they might be destroyed very soon. So it's Athens have still food they want to trade, which we should definitely take. So they want wood, we have wood and we don't need more, so let's try to get from them whatever we can. Oof. We can repair this. Well, let's repair it. But they will take it over. I mean, these two units they attacked. You can see that they are quite fresh. So they will take it over now. It goes a very different direction than I planned. And you can see that bad intentions are rewarded. Okay, this was the garrison unit. This was the garrison unit of Argolis, so we might be able to take Heliki back with the influence. So Alice is attacking our town. It's not taken, and they decided to attack the gold mine instead. It's good and bad as well, and they didn't take it. Wow. So that's luck. That's really lucky. We need to rethink our political situation, because we definitely need allies in this moment. There are some Spartan attacks. And Cherry tribes, we don't care about them for now. Odrysian kingdom, okay, fair enough. Oh. Yeah, and Acarnania is actually fighting back, so it might yet be interesting, because they have fresh Peltast over there. But I don't believe that they will be able to survive. And Boeotia is attacking again the capital of Athens, and they took it. So it's here. Athens was conquered. Athens was conquered by Boeotia, which means that Boeotia is the new master of Attica. We are offered... No, we don't want that. Athens doesn't want to trade that food for food. And you can see Athens was conquered. Hoplites have conquered Athens. Boeotia is now controlling what used to be a capital of the whole world. The great city has fallen again, the history repeats itself. So we still have problems with food. And we need to try this. Okay, this is definitely good. The problem is that with the town, we didn't take the fields, so it's definitely not as good as it was before. And we have just one active Peltas, because the other Peltas didn't get enough food. That's what a situation. I mean, we have one Peltas here, and there are 2 enemies. And not only that, there is also a General Oroitus. We basically have 2 options. The first one is we attack one of those. I would probably attack this guy. Well, but we wouldn't be able to cut their supply line anyway. No, we should stay in the city. We should stay in the city and defend it. How many turns left to monarchy? 1 turn. Okay. I'm just worried that these guys will get disbanded very soon. And even if they don't, they will not be able to help us in the conflict because they are basically almost destroyed anyway. We need to trade more food. That's the only cure. But Athens doesn't want to. Achaemenid Empire, okay. Achaemenid Empire. We will basically ask them one simple question. We want 10 food from you. What will you want for that? We can ask them for. We can give them coal. Stone. And some gold. And we can exchange the demand. Basically, we need this. This will worsen the relationship that we are not giving them any space for negotiation, but it will also speed up the negotiation if they accept, and the trade will start straight away. So they are attacking us in the town. The good thing is that the town provides us certain fortification bonus. They are attacking with both. Hopefully, okay, we were able to survive. The unit is quite damaged, but still not destroyed. I forgot to check out the political situation over there. Anyway, let's switch some of those attacks which are not important. Chalkidic is in war with Athens, and they took over the only city. It's kind of a colony which is on the Chalkidiki peninsula. And Acarnania was able to take piece of their land back. Focus is trying to get gold mine. I guess that they are out of gold, so that's the only way how to either build or repair their units. But they were not able to, and Boeotia is fighting back and pushing them back. And Boeotia is also taking back, taking the gold mine of Athens. The conflict is almost over there. I can clearly see that Focus is basically out of power. And we finally have monarchy. That's extremely important for us. Extremely important. So Achaemenid Empire agreed. We have food now. We not only have food, but we also can switch to monarchy. This should make it better for us. So we have food and the units are back active. So what we should do, we should repair them as soon as we can. So let's repair this one. We cannot repair this one, but we can call the recover. So let's call recover. This is more resource intensive way how to slowly heal the unit. This is still existing, the unit, and it seems like it will be able to survive that, because they still have quite a good health, and this Peltas who was attacking is out of attack strength. The other Peltas we don't see, but I guess that we can actually go to the hill and see. We don't see the other Peltas. Okay, so let's encourage our units. We have the settler here. So what can we do with this settler? I mean, we need soil, and we don't have soil. So what I will do, I will temporarily return them to reserves. We will use them later on. This unit will stay where it is. So we might be eventually able to get out of the problems. Let's see. And our situation is not good. Sparta's situation is also not that good. They are basically there is a league against them. It's Boeotian Federation, which is basically Boeotia and Messenia. Boeotia is getting stronger and stronger, so it's really bad for them. And there is this Argolis Federation, which is basically Argolis and Achaia, who controls this part of Peloponnese. We have our small war here, and Alice is in peace with all the factions around. What we can do, we can ask Boeotia if they want to declare war to Alice, and we can also ask the same Argolis. We cannot. We did that a few turns ago. So that's the only thing we can do now. That's I think that we were just too ambitious. I really thought that Alice is without army. I was a bit surprised by that, but the problem was that they had both Peltas in the south. I guess that the reason was that the conflict was closer to that place. There were the Sparta versus Messenia, so that's why they took the garrison units over there. Nevertheless, they pull back, and they get back to the capital. That give us some brief pace. So Odrysian Kingdom, that's not important. You can see very nicely in this playthrough how important are things which are happening around you and they are not directly involving you. So you really need to have open eyes and carefully consider every possibility and every opportunity you can use for your advantage. So it seems like Athens was basically erased from Attica now, and it also seems as focus. This might be the last turn of focus. No, not yet, but it will happen soon. And Boeotia is now the master of Attica. Sparta and Alice signed confederation, so this is really bad. So we now joined the real war. I mean, this is like when you joined one of the sides in the First or Second World War. Because Sparta has created a union with Elis, it means that Sparta is now in war with us, and hence we need to get new allies, which is Argolis. That escalated quickly, right? Oof. Okay, so what we can do now? Argolis is currently our only hope. So what we can do to make it more likely? Let's send them for 10 turns free wood and stones. 2 wood and 2 stones. Wow. We can attack their general. They have... Okay, we can now see what's in here. The both Peltas are now in their capital. One is really destroyed, or almost destroyed, and one has similar power as our unit. And they have the general over there. If we kill the general, the whole army the army moral against them will get better, but it will not really help us because we have just 1 Peltast and they have 2. What we might do, it might sound like a crazy idea, but what we might do is to take over this gold mine, which will as a consequence mean that they will lost most of the gold. And gold is necessary for recruiting new units, etc., etc. So that might be the best thing to do now. So let's do it. Let's attack the gold mine, and we were not able to take it. Okay, that's getting really hopeless. I think that we will not really make it. I mean, we will not lose the whole game, but I think that this will lead to our defeat. I think that I will call this off soon. Let's see what's going to be their next move. But this war will not end anytime soon. I mean, this is long run. So they took one of those Peltas and move him to the other city. So they want to be sure that I will not take over the other city, which is, I think, quite wise. The problem is our war with Sparta. That's for sure. But I think that the even bigger problem is the war with Boeotia, because they are quite close to us now. Acarnania might be able to survive. They basically created a new town and they took over Iron Mine. So what's going on here? Boeotia is attacking Focus new capital. They are not successful, but the hoplites following the attack, and they took it over. So I think that Focus now is either erased from the map, or they have just a settler Well, this is like God's will. Macedonia initiated the door to talks and Boeotia agreed to negotiate peace with you. Definitely yes. Athens probably sees us as not a good allies, and they want to revoke most of the treaties. So let's go with that. We don't want to get in trouble with them anyway. Argolis accepted our gift, which means that they will be able to increase the relationship with or improve it. And Sparta, this is interesting, also wants to sign peace. This means that we will sign peace with Alice. On the other hand, we have some other problems over here. No, we cannot do that. I mean, yeah, this is the problem. Aetolia just used their influence to take over the new city. So monarchy was established, but it doesn't really help us. We need to take it back. Okay, we took back the town. We need to take this, and we didn't. But we need to take this, and I will attack the mine again. So now the gold mine is ours. So this is the best moment now to sign peace. We have both gold mines, and we even extended our position in this area. But the problem is that they will not offer it now. This unit should be healed in Patrai, and we will we already used the general. We will repair the town, and that's it. I think that we will call it off now. Oh, maybe one more turn. I mean, the problem here is this guy. Aetolia is definitely not friendly nation, because they are trying to use influence against us and take it over here. Aetolia is this player. Okay, let's play one more turn and call it off. That's quite alright. I mean, there were a number of things which I didn't expect, and some of the AI moves were quite smart. Okay, so Alice is now trying to destroy our Peltas, which was the weak one, and they were not able to. So our Peltas survived. That's extremely important. Sparta is trying to take over the Acarnanian gold mine, and we now see the actual Spartan units attacking our Peltas. So Alice and Sparta now cooperate. Oof. Acarnania is trying to defend their new town, but on the other hand, their own capital is being attacked. It survived, but it's difficult to defend two cities with just one unit. And it's our turn. So what are the news? Korkira can give us one food. We don't really need that one now. Focus tries to deepen our relationship, but that doesn't really make sense. Focus now. Okay, here was the settler, But okay, they have yet 2 boats and 1 peltast here, but they are basically gone. So yeah, we can, well, let's not even sign that. And Sparta, Chalkidiki was another mediator, and they are asking for peace. Wow, that's amazing. So yes, this means that we will be able to keep our city, and also we now have 2 gold mines. What a development, right? So let's call it off for today. I think, I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did, because it was really interesting, right? What we can check out yet is the foreign relations. Our foreign relations now are good because we signed peace with Boeotia, and we signed peace, at least for now, with Sparta. Sparta is getting strong because they now control Elis. They control their own land, of course. We don't see where exactly it is, but you can see that they also control Messini now and Tegea. So that's quite big. It's quite a big part of Peloponnese. And they also control this island, and they also control, as far as I know, the Corinth, which is here. So yeah, they are doing quite well. Then there is the second union, which is Boeotia, and Boeotia controls Messenia, which is here. These 2 or 3, 2 cities. That's not much, that's true, but on the other hand, they were really successful. They had a really successful campaign in Attica, and they now control all this, basically from here to here, which were initially regions of 2 other players, of Athens and Phocis. Phocis is almost gone. I'm not sure what is the situation regarding Euboea. They are now in confederation with Rhodos, but it doesn't really matter. The situation is pretty much the same. And regarding the rest, well, there is the union of nomadic tribes, not really important for us. And Chalkidiki was able to sign federation with Thessalian League, but again, it's nothing that important. Because they are too far. Basically, it's somewhere here, and we are here. Regarding the statistics, what we can see is that we are not doing that good. Victory points, we are, I don't know, 7th place, maybe 8th place. Technologically, we are really behind the others. Country development, not good as well. Military superiority, we are almost not in the list at all. And overall victory, we are 3rd from the bottom. Regarding objectives, we have a lot to do. So far, one of the potential goals might be to conquer Kefalonia, which is here, and it's belonging to Elis. But right now we are in peace with Elis, so it doesn't make sense. We will need to do something about this, but we need to prepare better. We need to fight the food shortage. It's getting better now. You can see that our own production is almost equal. So we are not losing anything, but right now we still need the trading, the trades we have now signed. And the other thing I wanted to see is the player statistics. So let's see the legend. We are, and in this list we are the last. That's also cool. We are not really the last ones, because there is a list of only those which can fit the graph. So we are somewhere here, but it's really bad. Army power, we are here. I think, no, this is Macedonia, here. So it's also very poor. Number of cities. We are not even in this list. Wow. Achaia. Oh, maybe we are. Ah, yeah. Sorry, we are Achaia. We are here. We are at the bottom. Regarding army power, yeah. Resources, also not that good. We have low casualties, that's for sure. We are not even in the list because we didn't suffer that much as the other nations. Foreign relations, we are kind of in average. Country size, well, we are not in the list. Population, also at the bottom. Happiness, well, happiness also not that good. And regarding the development, we are not in the list. So you can see that it's definitely Achaia is not a player too easy to play. We can also check out the development of the map here, but I don't think that it makes sense when we don't see much of the map, so we wouldn't be able to appreciate how the other nations have been doing. Anyway, thank you for watching. We have been playing for almost 2.5 hours. This is 28th turn, so you can see that it has just begun, and I think that we should continue this this campaign. And yeah, it was quite fun, and I hope that you will guys join me next time. Just subscribe to this channel, and I hope to see you next time. Have a nice evening, guys, and good night.